there, podcast listeners. Dr. Sheeper. Welcome back to TGIFT Talks 31. I'm your host, and today I'm joined by Anonymous Phil.
Hi.
Roll the intro.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
And they're always glad you came.
I know, I don't like it.
And we're back. Alright, these podcasts are broken down into several parts. First, we have how our weeks have been doing, then some news, followed by the comments and what's the future of the channel. And then that's followed up by some more news.
What is that out of?
I don't want to know. Anyways. So, this is the end of week 2 of quarantine.
Yes.
How are you?
Just fine. 6 feet, right?
6 feet? What?
Isn't that the minimum radius?
Oh. I mean, you could have sat here, but I was just like,
I could have.
you always sit here, and I'm like, there's a whole couch available
6
for
foot
you.
radius.
This is less than 6 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 6 feet away from Kyle.
I'm not.
No.
Although you live, like, right next to each other, so.
I mean,
We're separated by a wall.
there's a wall,
Yeah, but, like, you share the same restroom.
I suppose.
You share the same kitchen, couches.
My pneumonia goes airborne and goes straight into his vent. Oh, I should cough to the vent.
That's
Should
bioterrorism.
cough
You get
into-
arrested for that.
I should cough into the vent.
Anyways, people get arrested for that, so.
Alright.
Oh, I guess Kyle's technically here, but technically not, so whatever.
Wait, what do you mean
I think
he's
it's-
technically not?
Well, I
How
mean,
can
he's
he-
not on the camera.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I
Your
mean, your
feet?
feet are probably in it.
For all those toe fetish people.
Ew.
Here's some
Stop.
things.
And actually, they like
And this is
the
no
socks
longer
off,
child
sir.
friendly.
Was this ever child friendly, considering some of the topics?
Oh,
I
no,
guess
that's
it's a
too
good point.
Never mind.
Oh my god. What?
Good point.
I mean, sex with robots. You remember that comment, right?
Yes. We've had a lot of interesting conversations.
Oh, I should have addressed. Outback was supposed to be on this podcast,
Yes.
but he's currently in the Panhandle,
Oh.
about as far away from you if here you
Why?
can get in this state.
What's he doing out there?
I guess he. Well, okay. So,
Quarantining himself?
well, no. What happened was like, I guess the university shut everything down. He didn't know really what to do.
Yeah.
So his friends were like, "Well, I'm going home. You want to come with?" So he's going out there until this summer, where he comes back to Central Nebraska for an internship.
I see.
Other than that, yeah, he's out in the Panhandle.
I see.
So, do you know? Are you classes next week when they start back up? How are those structured? Do you know yet?
Yeah, they come online.
Well, I mean, like, are they gonna Zoom
Yes. Yeah. So,
Monday? That's the one we were worried about.
Monday?
Because we wanted to do a podcast every week.
Yeah.
Or try, anyways. Try as we
Yes.
must. Oh, Will is on probation because nobody voted, so.
No. Oh, yeah. The water bottle, he didn't come through.
No.
He didn't save him.
Nope. Even if he did, I could probably just be like, yeah, no, he's not coming on.
Yeah, no. I
Declare
have
martial
executive
law.
order.
My
have
show, my rules.
My 51% stake in this company.
I'm right, you're wrong. Shut up.
Exactly.
Yes. Wait,
No,
what
so-
was the
so
dilemma?
Friday morning, Monday morning's class.
Yeah, Monday morning.
Yeah, is that gonna be on Zoom or no?
I have Zoom Monday. What time?
The 9:30 one.
9:30. No.
So we can do weekly. So we can do weekly podcasts now.
Wait, we're gonna do a podcast Monday.
We discussed this.
Yeah, but it was very briefly.
No, it wasn't. We just discussed this in depth.
Oh. Well, I guess I do want to point out I do have a Zoom at 10:30. If that changes
So you
anything.
can't do an hour.
Well, I mean, I get off work at 6. If I get here, 6:30.
Oh yeah, was it sleep that was the problem?
I think that's what you were talking about.
So we're gonna do a podcast Sunday night.
Yes.
I see.
Or what is your what is your Sunday work schedule? Oh,
I
never
don't-
mind. Other what I'm thinking, I have to be up for work. Never mind. Don't answer.
Okay.
Don't answer that question. I was just like, oh, we can do it Saturday night, and I was like, no, wait a minute, no, it's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
A horrible idea.
Horrible.
Maybe if I get a job at a bank and then I don't work Sundays at all, and then that'd be work great.
Yes.
Because then I'd be off at like 5 on a Saturday,
Mhm.
and I could, yeah.
Don't they close at like noon on Saturday?
Not always. I don't know. Every bank's different.
Oh.
Small town banks, I think, close at noon. They'll close for like 2 hours, and then reopen till 5.
Yeah. Well, I
For
thought
lunch.
Cornhusker was open, until noon on Saturdays. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't know. Every bank's different, and with the quarantine, doesn't matter.
Yeah, actually, you can't even go in to talk to a banker. You have to request an appointment.
And actually, so I remember. Do you remember that class where I was writing the business plan, and then now one of the assignments was I had to go talk to 3 bankers about the business plan?
Vaguely.
Well, anyways, I was all concerned about getting that assignment done. Well, I eventually kind of did the math. It would drop my grade to a C, and I was like, a C plus. I was like, I really don't care.
Oh,
So I'm not going to do it. Well, then I found an email that he sent several days before this happened when I finally made that decision.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you've already done it, extra credit. If you haven't, you don't lose any points. I was just like,
Bet.
oh. So I never had. So I was like, oh, so I never had to worry about this at all. Cool. Because he was like, he really wanted to be in person, and you could do it over the phone, but it was just now they're really not meeting with people at all. And he's like, he really emphasized on in-person things, so he's like, yeah, don't even worry about it.
I see.
And it's also tax season, so it's really hard to get a meeting with a banker, period. So.
No, it isn't. Tax season isn't until July. Yeah, did you hear? Trump decided to move tax day from April 15th to July 15th.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm actually being serious about this, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah,
Taxes
yeah,
are now due July 15th.
Wow. Great. Now the government's going to be low on money after they just spent $2 trillion bailing the entire country out. Fantastic. And I shouldn't say the entire country because you, me, Kyle, we don't get a dime.
Yeah, but we're also dependents.
Yeah, but your parents don't get a dime either.
That is true, because they aren't significantly
Because
affected.
we're not. No, everybody. So all adults get $1,200. Every
Yes.
child gets $1,500. Gets $500
If they're under the age
of 16. That's the caveat.
Yeah.
If you're 16 and above, and you're not, and you're labeled as a dependent, and you don't file your taxes independently, so technically, if your taxes are filed independently, which I guess mine technically are, and I guess yours would be as well, we might get money,
No, I
but
think
there's a
that works.
very low chance.
I think you actually have to be classified as an independent. I don't know.
Yeah, so we may, but there's a good chance we're not going to get a dime, and our parents aren't going to get a dime, which I think is the biggest amount of bullcrap. Of all the people in the country who are going to take that money and put it back into the economy, this is the age group to give money to. Because children, their parents are just going to throw into a savings account. That's useless. I mean, older people might spend it, but 16-year-olds are reckless with their money. College students are going to put it into their college debts. This is the perfect.
The smart ones will.
I don't have college debts, so I would spend it. But the point is, it's like we don't get a dime, and we would be the people that would actually go and use it and actually stimulate the economy.
Yep.
I am so pissed off about that.
You could say that word?
Yeah, we can say pissed off. You know, I actually asked my calculus teacher in high school. She said pissed off one day. I was like, you can say that? She's like, yeah, it's not a bad word. I was like, all right.
Yeah?
I'm just... It's so stupid. Why? Of all the classes of people, of all the age groups, we don't get a dime.
Well, the U.S. doesn't have infinite money.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes,
Didn't
sorry.
the Fed like print like
Oh,
$1
wait.
trillion or something.
Okay, so here's the caveat behind all of this. So, inflation during a recession is actually a good thing, provided the economy continues to grow. And in 2008, the Federal Reserve, and if anybody ever says, oh, how does the doctor know about this? It's my major, so shut up. The Federal Reserve in 2008 actually printed a bunch of money and gave it to the banks. But since the banks weren't really willing to loan the money out, it didn't go anywhere. It didn't make it into circulation, so no inflation happened. And those banks still have more money than they had before 2008. Now, it's significantly gone down since 2008, but they still have more money. And that could also be because of regulations, and the banks are, wanting to have a nice big cushion.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't want to get bailed out again, and they're worried about, again, another recession. But this time, this recession's a little different, if it even is going to be a recession. More likely it will be. It's not even a really real recession. Yeah, people are getting laid off.
Yeah.
But I mean, as soon as the virus is gone, we can go right back to where we were. It's not like there was a massive supply shock and entire industries were destroyed or entire people's way of getting. Nothing's really harmed here. It's not like the banks collapsed and had to be bailed out.
Do you think that the economy is going to continue going down? I mean, we have these brief periods of we go up and then we go down a little, and then we go up a little more, and then we go down. Do you think we're gonna have another just sharp peak down?
This is where I say I may be studying agricultural economics, but I am not an expert. China is recovering, that we know of, anyways.
Yeah.
And they've started to kick manufacturing back up, which means that people are going to be able to still consume things. Now, yes, that money's going over to China, but China recovered. If the U.S. can get their crap together, I would say it could get rough here in April. I'm thinking April's going to be the roughest month we've seen in a long time, and I'm actually thinking we might actually feel some of this. I won't. My work literally raised my income for the next 3 months. They gave me money. Now, there is a little thing to that. I'll explain that here in a minute. But this will be interesting. I don't think there'll be. I just don't think we'll see any growth. There might be a decline, but we definitely won't see any growth.
Yeah.
Now, back to why the work gave me more money. Now,
it's hazard pay.
Well, I wouldn't say it's hazard pay. It's more, yes, and usually around this time they have something called hop to it, and that's if you show up to work on time every single day and you work this amount of hours every single week for a certain number of weeks, the company gives you a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Well, they can't really do that because they really don't want people in the store. So, for the people that do show up, because now you can call into work for sick for indefinitely, basically until this blows over. Well, it's over. It's not going to blow over. And if it does, it's going to be like a Category 5 hurricane. Or, I guess an F5 tornado, because that's more powerful. Anyways, once this is done, then you can come back. But, that was obviously going to cause, the front end, that's where the cashiers, 8 people have not showed up to work since that happened.
Lovely.
So, I am assuming it's happening in other departments and other stores. Lots of that's happening. So the company is like, all right, well, the people that are showing up, here's some more money. Plus, you can't have hop to it, so here's some money anyways. However, it does not apply to our weekend pay. So now our weekends, we only literally get paid $1 more instead of our extra 3. But now we're getting almost weekend pay every day. I'm not really complaining.
Yeah.
But we also close 2 hours later, sooner. So it doesn't. If you do the math, it doesn't make up for it. Especially if you're a manager and you get paid a lot more than I do, you gotta get screwed.
Really?
Me, it's almost worth it, but nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
I see.
Is your work pay anymore?
I do. I get a bonus. 10% of the hours I work.
For how long?
For 4 weeks.
Oh, I get this for 3 months until almost July.
I mean, I think the 4 weeks is just something that they kind of just threw a number out. I don't know. Maybe they'll extend it if need be.
10%. That's a lot.
Yeah, 10% of all the hours I work. Multiply by that by my pay. That's my bonus.
I guess $2 is not 10%.
So if I
Oh.
work 10 hours,
Oh, this is-
I'd get paid an extra hour.
I'm getting about maybe 15. No, almost 20%.
20%?
Yeah, $2 would be almost 20%
Yeah.
because I get paid $11.40, $11.30.
11:30.
11,
Okay.
Yeah. So an extra $2 would be $13.30.
Okay.
So that's about. It's not exactly 20%. It's somewhere under. So probably about 17, 18%.
Yeah.
I'm just
Throwing
in
numbers
my
out
head.
there.
Well, it's a rough calculation in my head.
Yeah.
So I guess I got that bonus. Oh, and then I get if I
Well,
stay.
11:30, $1.30 would be 10%. So $2.60 would be 20%. And so if it's just $2 more, it's slightly less than 20%. So
Yeah, 17, 8%. Yeah, I do also get my 10% my my 10-cent raise in May if I stay with the company that long. Which, yeah, I can't really. I was like, I should probably go apply for a job. And then I have all this free time, and then I thought about it. And I was like,
well,
wait a minute, they're not really going to be hiring because it's like, more people coming into the bank? No, I don't think it's good. No, sorry, kid. Come back when this is over.
Yep. Yeah, no, I heard it's New York, where right now is the epicenter. I heard they predicted it's not going to peak for another 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I heard U.S.'s peak is in April.
Yeah.
But our state is nowhere near the growth rates of other states. Now, granted, we're a lot more spread out.
We got a shout out.
Yes, the president shouted us out saying our state's doing really well.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't really mean anything. Now, yes, actually, Nebraska Medical Institute, the University of Nebraska Institute of Medicine, or whatever the hell it's called, is like the best in the country, probably almost the best in the world for nursing and becoming a doctor.
UNMC is very
it's
advanced.
very prestigious, but they're not really in charge of controlling the populace. We're probably just kind of lucking out.
Yeah.
Well, I actually gained. So basically, the university media, they're not saying anything what the end game plan is. Well,
Unlike most states.
Yeah, I work for the university. They told us what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
We're planning for the worst case scenario. So what we did was...
End of the world?
End of the world. We are...
Hey! Thank
So-
you very
Damn it.
much.
So
Damn it. No, we are preparing... Oh, wait, can I not say that word either?
What, damn it?
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
If we can say pissed off, we can say damn it.
Okay. No, okay. Doc. We are preparing...
For Armageddon.
We are preparing for Armageddon. All hell is going to break loose.
So what we did was we moved all the students to apartment-style residence halls. The dorms will become worst case scenario. If hospitals are overrun, they'll go there. And Piper Hall, which
Just
is
what I wanted to see. My old dorm room as I'm dying.
Your old dorm room.
As I'm
Well,
dying.
this is the kicker.
I like my dorm room.
So Piper Hall is going to be used as a quarantine facility if hospitals are overrun. Here's the funny part. Piper Hall is attached to Neidhart. Neidhart has asbestos. Piper Hall probably has asbestos. If coronavirus isn't killing them faster, the
Cancer.
asbestos will.
Cancer. Well, let's hope that since we're young and healthy, that we won't end up.
We will be
in-
carriers. Holy crap. Well, I won't because I'll die. You really think with this shattered immune system,
You're taking
You'll be
vitamin
fine.
C.
I'm dead?
Are you taking vitamin C?
I
Now,
drink
once your
juice.
immune system's compromised, taking vitamin C doesn't really do any good. But as your immune system recovers, it could really use the vitamin
Well,
C.
it's still recovering.
Then take vitamin C. The
I am.
pills taste good, and the chewables taste amazing. So either way, it's a win-win.
The Sudafed.
chewables.
The Sudafed feels.
What are
really
you, a
good.
child?
Well, I'm sure
Well, that's what I
they're
actually.
good. It's like candy.
I know.
It tastes like
Like the
oranges.
Flintstones. The Flintstones
says the
gummies.
kid.
I am invincible
Wasn't
with
that
those.
a meme you sent me?
Yes.
When the Flintstone vitamins when I was a child start to kick in.
Just you become super
Wait.
buff.
Why do they make vitamins taste good? I mean, if
Have you ever taken an iron pill?
What?
You ever taken an iron pill?
No.
It's like sucking on a nail. It tastes awful. So obviously they're gonna make them taste good.
Why don't they make ibuprofen taste like that?
Because they don't want you to take painkillers.
Well, apparently some people.
When I was a
that you know.
Listen. That guy was. I don't know what he does anymore. Honestly, I think he's better. But at the time, you know what? Actually, he's still an idiot.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. That man is an idiot. Despite what people say, that man's an idiot. He took 100 ibuprofen in one sitting. He ate it like candy.
You know that Bang energy drink did nothing to me.
I told you, try coffee with it. I guess you like espresso, so espresso. Lots of espresso. Like
Did
5
nothing.
shots of espresso in your black coffee.
But yeah.
Yes.
Although you probably not a good time.
Popping them like candy. That's crazy.
Well, the gummy vitamins, they used to stick together. So I was like, well, this is one vitamin. They're all stuck together. So I took this
a
big
chunk.
clump as a vitamin.
So I always asked my mom why she never bought me the gummy vitamins. She says they're not as effective as the actual normal like hard chewable
Chalky
ones.
ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were chalky. I liked them. The red ones were the best.
Is that true?
I have no idea. But I think I did look at it at one point. Yeah, she was right.
Really?
Like you'd have to take like 4 of the gummies, which were more expensive, like 4 of them to get one of the dry
The
ones.
gummies are so good.
I never had.
Do you
any, so I
take
have
a
no idea.
multivitamin?
I don't anymore. No.
Yeah.
They
Get
recommend
into
it.
an
They
ibuprofen.
recommend you should.
Who recommends?
Who? Yes. Who recommends you take a multivitamin?
Oh, the World Health Organization?
Of course.
Oh. They're probably sold out right now, so.
I mean,
Have you ever bit into an ibuprofen?
you need your daily dosage.
What?
Have you ever bit an ibuprofen?
Well, before I took pills, before I could swallow pills, my mother ground ibuprofen up. So I've tasted ibuprofen. I've
what
also
do you-
tasted Mucinex ground up, which you're not supposed to do because it has the 2 sides to it. Yeah, it was nasty. But that was like when I would get like the worst allergies combined with like the worst cold.
You couldn't
I could
swallow
not.
a pill? The thing's
What?
like that big.
I was like a child, and I was scared.
No, you were...
I
Yeah.
also could not breathe through my nose.
His trachea was like the size of a needle.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What? Why would it be going down my trachea?
I don't
You mean
know.
my esophagus?
Isn't trachea around the same area?
The trachea is for air. It goes into your lungs. Anatomy with Dr. Sheep here. The trachea is for your lungs. Your
Oh.
esophagus is where the pill needs to go. If your pill's going in your trachea, you're choking.
That's a good point.
Ask your child if he or she is choking. Are you choking? Are you choking?
Are you choking? Answer me.
Gosh darn it, it's the second time!
Doc, answer me.
I'm not choking.
It's not a force of habit.
I'm gonna have to put you on probation.
What do you prefer to be called?
Oh, yeah. Can we get one
Nothing.
of those?
Nothing. Wait, is that how you want me to address you as?
Hey, nothing, yes.
What? No,
we
no,
should
no.
get?
I need a legitimate name.
Doc!
Doc?
Alright.
That's just
What's
so
that,
weird.
Doc?
I want like an actual name.
I don't know. Brad Everett.
Brad. All right, your name will be Brad.
Alright, anyways, what were you gonna say? I'm gonna have to mute you now, too.
Hell,
Okay, you know what we need to get?
Oh my.
So
gosh.
you know those... What would you
Yes.
say? Like, back... I don't know when. Back in the
hate myself anyway.
industry time, they had, like, number of days since last accident. Can we get one of those, but for Will? Like, number of days of probation?
Yeah, we can do that.
Like, number of days since last probation, or, like, number of podcasts till Will's off probation.
I'll add it to the
And we
I
It is
think
like-
it's still fine.
We can hang it up right there.
Yeah.
I think it still works okay.
Yes, it does.
He whacked that thing out of the solar system.
I'll add it to the list.
He was acting like Babe Ruth.
But that's for the later topics, and since we're 25 minutes in, or I guess about 20 minutes in,
Yeah.
let's move on to the news.
News. Pew News.
Is it true that Queen Elizabeth is stepping down?
She didn't do anything to begin with.
Do you know how to put that on?
Yeah.
It's upside down.
No, it's not.